Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 at this homestand.
0-2 now from Lester. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2. Now here it comes. Our temperature not quite as hot as we'd expected, 85 degrees, the reading at first pitch. The 1-2. On the ground to the right side. Kipnis has it. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Batting second, the first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Here it comes. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
At the plate, Eugenio Suarez. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. 276 the average coming in for him, with 19 homers and 48 driven in. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
The set and the 1-1 pitch.
That's Bolton.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 2-1.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back. Off speed, then he's laid on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Now another 2-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
Now batting, Mike Moustakas. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
That evens it up 1-1. Votto on second. Suarez is over at first with 1 away. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. There's 1. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Trevor Bauer, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
At the plate, Javier Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
And now a pitch on the way. Here we go. In there, 1-2 now. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Senzel's got it, and there's one gone.
Batting second, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. First pitch coming, here it is.
Nope.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch. Chopped on the ground over to first. Fielded by Votto. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Striding in, Chris Bryant. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Now here's the pitch.
Here we go. Counts 1-0.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Good break on the knuckle curve, but he missed with it. 2-1. Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And that's in there on the hands. 3-2 now. Chopped toward the second baseman. Moustakas is there. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. We head to the second, scoreless at Wrigley. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. A match up with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Nick Castellanos.
First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. Count is even. 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first to be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting 6, the shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And up next, the former Philly shortstop, Freddie Galvis. First offering on its way. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count. 0-2.
He offered at that pitch out of the zone there, and I think that's a result of the previous pitch getting called against him. He might feel like he's needing to expand the zone if that's how it's going to be called.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Seared down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
So now to the plate, Aristides Aquino. Bryant is up with it on to first, and that's 2 innings and 2 double plays they've hit into so far as the inning is over. None left for Cincinnati. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. His numbers against Trevor Bauer. He's just 1 for 6. First delivery to him on the way. Ball 1. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. Contreras swings, and this is well hit to left. A ball that's carrying. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
The 1-0. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
Batting 6, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season.
West Coast, baby. Yeah.
Here comes the first pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Throw goes to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
The 1-0 delivery.
Ball 2.
Runner on third, sac fly situation, right? 2 pitchers down. Really good job of patience trying to get a pitch that he can lift into the air to drive that runner home.
The 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. The 2-1.
Oh, that's it.
Ian Happ waits on deck. And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Almost looked semi-intentional there. The bad news is that there are 2 men on base. The good news is that an inning double play is now in order.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. His numbers against Trevor Bauer, he's 0 for 5. Here's the first pitch to him. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. A run in. Here's a second runner around third. And he's safe at the plate as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
This one just whistles over the second baseman's head. He had no chance to make a play on that one, and it gets fielded deep in the alley, but not before 2-run score, and the hitter lands on second.
At the plate, Jason Kipnis. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Kipnis, or Kip for short. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push. as he heads towards free agency again.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. From the belt, the pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
Kipnis takes, and this pitch misses for ball 4. It's a free pass.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
The pitcher, John Lester, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Here comes the first pitch, and he tries to move those runners up a base, but this is a foul ball. Now Lester squares and gets this one down. To second for 1. Back to Votto, but it's not in time as they settle for just the 1.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
So coming to the plate, Javier Baez. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Here's the first pitch to him.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Looking to minimize the damage here.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally, he'd be closer to 27 instead.
One and one, here it is. Here's a huge swing by Baez and a ball sent to deep left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Up next,
here's Jason Hayward now.
The right fielder.
Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Bauer gets the sign, coming at him with the 0-1. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. We played 2. It's the Cubs 5 and the Reds nothing. Ready now for Cincinnati, Tucker Barnhart, and his guys have quite a hill to climb, down 5-0 here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. On the ground to the left side. Bryant's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Ready now, Trevor Bauer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch.
Hey.
Bases are empty, one man out. Line towards center field. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Well, maybe he can take one positive from this right here with that huge base hit. I got to be honest, I wasn't even expecting him to go to the on-deck circle. The way he's been throwing the ball, scuffling a little bit, I thought maybe manager would pinch hit for him, but not so. But at least he's got the knock to fall back on.
At the plate now, Nick Senzel, as Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. Second appearance here, he grounded out to start the ball game. Now Lester's 0-1.
Nope. 1-0.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Kipnis.
Out of it.
Definitely a risky and aggressive play for the pitcher there, but he made it work out. They've practiced plays like that a lot in spring training, so it paid off this time.
Now at the plate, Joey Votto, a base hit in his first trip. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1.
Senzel is off of first with 2 away. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 home. And this is swung on and missed. Might have even been a foul tip that's held on to, but either way, the side is retired. Reds leave one. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Come on.
And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, as a pitcher, you never want to hit a guy, but he's been struggling early, and the hitters have owned the inside part of the plate, so maybe this will help him reclaim the inner half and start to become more effective. Has to command it in there, though.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run, get you a ribby.
Has a look, now the pitch. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Well, man, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Red Skipper up out of the dugout and making that slow trek to the mound. And he's going to make the change here. That's going to be all for Trevor Bauer. So he'll beat an early retreat here this afternoon, as he could never really get into the flow of the ball game. Jose De Leon is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Jose De Leon.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Comes set, and the 0-1. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare, and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
To the plate now, Kyle Schwarber.
The left fielder.
And so take a look at ball one. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. One and one to count. Pitch on the way. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. 8th home run on the season for him, as they push this lead up to 9 now.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
In now, Ian Happ. This will take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully, as that's ruled a strike. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
The 2-1. Now this ball's hit deep to left field. Going back is the left fielder at the track. The wall. Out of here. And how about that? Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ. 6th home run on the season for him as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, this is amazing right here. 3 home runs in a row. I've actually been a part of a similar situation sandwiched in between Rafael Furcal and Gary Sheffield back in the early 2000s. What a moment. All the boys are going nuts. For 3 guys to do it, it's pretty special.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 287 the average coming in. 4 home runs and 11 RBIs. And a fastball upstairs here that runs it to 2-0.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
3-0 pitch. Taken on the inside corner for strike 1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
3-1 now to Kipnis. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Lester.
Coming to the plate now, John Lester, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. He's set and the pitch. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
Fouled off. Kipnis on at first, nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
And the pitch on 2-1 to 2-2 now.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Three-two pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do?
The batter,
he just
number
throws
9.
this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
And that brings up Javi Baez. Ripped down the first base line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. From the stretch. This is in the air to left. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat.
Up next for the Cubs, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Digging in once again, Jason Hayward. Couple of groundouts on his batting line in 2 trips so far. He's set. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Senzel is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they really tee off here for 5 runs in the inning, thanks in large part to 3 big flies. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Cubbies 10 and the Reds nothing. All set for the start of the 4th. And into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez.
Come on now, let's get a game.
Here comes the first pitch.
Hey.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Now Lester's 0-1.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Stepping in now, Mike Moustakas. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Ball 2 now.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Grounder down the line at third. The 2-1 home. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Here's another 2-2. Sinker, 3-2 now.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Moustakas lets it go as he'll trot down to first on ball 4.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Nick Castellanos now. First pitch coming, here it is. Takes this the other way to right. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Shortstop, Freddie Galvin.
Into the box, Freddie Galvis. On a line to shortstop.
Now batting, number 44.
Standing in, Aristides Aquino. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th.
Come on now, let's get a game right here.
First offering on its way. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Cincinnati, the catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Standing in now, Tucker Barnhart. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Slow roller down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. From the stretch, and he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Hit out towards second. Kipnis is there. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Cubbies 10 and the Reds 1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach, to their swings, to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll bring up Chris Bryant.
Red. Bryant.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. The bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this
number
pitcher
40.
likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Senzel's got it, and there's one gone.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
So one away here in the Chicago 4th, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
1-1 the count to the Cubs' first baseman. Bryant, base runner at first with one out. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
That's
3-1 now. Kyle Schwarber will be next. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Schwarber.
Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He went deep last time up.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
From the stretch.
Nope. Outside.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
First and second now, 1 man out. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. From the stretch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is
Now
so
back.
valuable.
Better
2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Into the box now, Ian Happ, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Now the relay home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Lucas Sims gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So now to the plate, Jason Kipnis. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. A couple of walks for him thus far. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. And a bouncing ball, foul. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. The 2-2. Swing, and he pops him up. Galvis has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Cubs 11 and the Reds 1. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds' offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. He said it's tough to be successful when you can't find ways to get guys home. And while that's frustrating for everyone down here, he said sometimes you just have to move on. Move on to getting the job done next time. He also said they may try to focus on manufacturing more opportunities in traditional ways as opposed to sitting back and swinging, hoping that someone will come through with a big hit.
Thank you, Heidi. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Digging in, Nick Senzel. He reached on a fielder's choice previously.
Yeah, I need to see some solid contact right here. Certainly it'll get the confidence going. He's been slumping pretty hard.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes, aggressive style. First pitch, base hit up the middle.
So up steps the former MVP Joey Votto. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Lester ready, the 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Hit on the ground out to short. There's Baez. 1 there. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
2 gone in the Cincinnati 5th, and that'll bring in Eugenio Suarez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. 2 balls and a strike. And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now
To
back.
the plate now, Mike
second
Moustakas. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch.
Ball, that's just out. I can see it from here. Quick.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 11 and the Reds 3. Matt Bowman gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Bowman.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, John Lester, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Weakly hit to third, reined in, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Javier Baez.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. The 1-1. Line drive to center field. Senzel is there, 2 gone.
Now
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Striding into the box, Jason Hayward. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
1-0. Come on.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Now here's the pitch.
3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Fouled away. Fouled off. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that's low, ball 4.
Now batting, the third baseman, Red.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hayward leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Now the 0-2 pitch. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. They're still in command, however. It's 11-3. So striding forward now, Nicholas Castellanos. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The first pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Into the bleachers and out of here. It's a solo shot off the bat of Nick Castellanos. 8th home run on the season for him, but they still face a 7-run deficit. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And it's fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Struck him out.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
At the plate now, Aristides Aquino. Hit high and deep to right center. Hayward on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Tucker.
So digging in now, Tucker Barnhart. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So one run here on one hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left. On to the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Cubs 11 and the Reds 4. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Contreras. So far 2 for 3 in this one.
Wilson.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0. Hey!
Here he comes again, 1-2.
Yep.
And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. The pitch. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out
Now
the best
batting,
hitters in the
left
lineup
fielder,
back to back to
Kyle.
back. He's looking really sharp right now.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it, though, 11-4. Number 4 is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Number 4.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 2 home runs and 7 driven in. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pulled high in the air out to right field. On the move is Hayward. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Nick Senzel.
Ready for another chance? Nick Senzel. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
1-1 to the Reds' leadoff man. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 1 out, nobody on. One-two pitch is a bit high, and he's back to even at 2-2. Hit hard on the ground is short. Baez has it, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Joey Votto.
In is Joey Votto now. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And here's a fastball called for strike one. 2 out, nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Standing in now, Eugenio Suarez, as Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Oh, and 1, here it comes.
1-1.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
The 1-1 home. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. 3-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
A bouncer to the left side. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Robert Stevenson comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Last half of the 7th here, and set to go is the switch-hitting outfielder, Ian Happ.
The center fielder, Ian Happ.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off there, 1-0. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0 home is taken, strike one. Happ with a 2-1 count now.
Looks like he's pitching pretty cautiously right here, but that happens when a guy's 3 for 3 on the day. Usually he's a guy you challenge a little bit more, but I guess he's earned some respect in this one.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Castellanos is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Now in the box, Jason Kipnis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Fastball well outside. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And that's high and off the plate. 2-1. Now the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Three and 1 now to Kipnis. And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Victor Caratini is into the on-deck circle now as he'll pinch hit for the pitcher, Lester.
Victor Caratini.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. He'll enter play with that batting average, still shy of the 220 mark. No home runs as of yet, and 5 driven in. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
A ball and 2 strikes. Kipnis leads off first with 1 away. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with
The
him.
batter,
And
number 9.
watching this at bat,
Shortstop,
it's clear to me that his
Javier.
rhythm and timing, they're just all off.
Javier.
Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Here's Javier Baez as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ready with the 0-1.
No, inside.
A runner on first with 2 away. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So now to the plate, Jason Hayward, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple runners on base, but not here. That was two good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
This is in the air to left field. Aquino will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They lead it, though, 11-4. Kyle Ryan has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Chicago Cubs, number 56, Kyle Ryan.
Ready to begin the eighth, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Cut fastball taken for strike one. Ryan is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. 0-1, here it comes.
Well,
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
To the plate now, Nicholas Castellanos. As he'll take a look at ball one. Now the 1-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball. One out, nobody on. Outside, 3-0 now. Now here's the pitch. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
the batter, number 3, shortstop, Freddie.
Stepping up now, Freddie Galvis. His career numbers against this pitcher, small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball, but this will land out there just foul. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 44.
In now for the Reds, Aristides Aquino. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. in deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. One left for Cincinnati. They'll need to pick it up. It's 11-4. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Pedro Strop will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Josh Van Meter is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Batting 9. Number 7.
Bottom of the inning now, and into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. The 1-0 fouled away. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2.
Ball, that's good. Count is 3-2.
This is on the ground over to first. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Stepping in, Wilson Contreras. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Laid it in there 3-0, but he swings through it 3-1. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on upward. He can really hurt you.
The next Cub up, Anthony Rizzo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
The 1-0 home.
Ball. Let's go. Wait for the penalty.
Behind on the swing that time, and it's 2-1. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
He's set, and the payoff pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Now batting, the left fielder, Kyle.
Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. It's his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
The 1-1.
That's a ball.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Now the 2-1. Grounded softly to the right. Galvis. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
The center fielder, number 8, Ian.
So in now for Chicago, Ian Happ. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
2-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for strike 2. Fouled off. Runners on first and third, 2 away. High in the air out towards shallow right. Right fielder coming on. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Stepping up to the plate, Tucker Barnhart, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
The 1-0.
Ball. That's inside.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Now the 2-0. He's outside for a ball.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Here we go.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting, left fielder, Josh Van Meter.
At the plate now, Josh Van Meter. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Barnhart gets his lead at first, nobody out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Way outside. 1-2. Comes set. Now the pitch. Count still at 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals.
That's ball
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And here's a good sinker now, but it misses. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Nick Senzel. Lifetime in this matchup. He's 1 for 2. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. None out, runners at first and second. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Rowan Wick will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Ian Miller will also
50.
come on now as he'll move
Now
into the
playing center
pitcher's
field.
number 9
Batting
hold in the
9.
order here on
Number
that double
79.
switch.
Ian Miller.
Striding in once again, Joey Votto. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gun. He's set and the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Ground ball right side. Rizzo is there. There's one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
11-4 at the end of this affair. The Chicago Cubs get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. John Lester earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Trevor Bauer was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 11 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Reds, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. The winning pitcher is John Lester. His record is now 6-2. The loss goes to Trevor Bauer. He falls to 6-2. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 58 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.